Hi, Self. What is it you would like to share with me today? We would like to thank you for developing this connection and deepening our relationship moving forward. As the now moment progresses, you'll begin to see and feel us on a grander scale as the vessel just sees a fractal of the expression of which we are. Like we mentioned prior, to show full force our expression of our very nature would to do you no service, as each individual handles these things differently. We always present ourselves in a fashion that would be deemable to be received. And so for each of you who are wanting to connect and yet are maybe doubting or unsure of our presence, we state that we are always with you. And because of this, there is times where we will show ourselves in baby steps so the mind can attune to our very nature. And this gradual increase over time will allow us to show ourselves in our full expression without the human mind deeming itself blocking this experience. So continue forward on your path, each and every one of you, the vessel included. As time progresses for you, you will see the very nature of which we are and which you are. Do not lose hope. Continue the path that you have set forward for yourself. This is all we wish to share at this time. Please continue with any questions. Higher Self, I would like to communicate with those on the other side, specifically at this time, Grandpa David, Grandma Carrie, and Grandma Penny. My desire is to be able to easily hear and communicate with them as I communicate with you. We are showing the vessel right now, some of the fractals of which are the very nature of those who have passed on the other side. And the vessel will continue to harness his awareness to see the spirit bodies of those who are beyond the veil, as some would say. What questions do you have? This mainly pertains to my mom, Dawn Adams, as she is struggling with grasping her place and purpose in the world. And I would like to help guide her and also have those who she loves so deeply, who she feels a connection of loss to show that they are okay and that they're always with her. We would state for the vessel that many of those that he has connection with here in the physical and non-physical are here to help guide him and be the anchor of understanding, of love, and the expression of grace for all those that he comes into contact with. And so the very nature of his presence will help guide and anchor in the energies of grace and unconditional love for every individual that he comes into contact with. And soon he will have the availability to have the non-physical expressed through him. Yes, through him, as he continues to develop this skill and this appreciation and uproots some of the self-doubt and expression of non-worthiness for this gift, as some would call it. But it is truly your divine and sovereign right as those who are Earth residents and on other planets as well, but not limited to. And so as each and every individual comes into the acceptance of this knowledge, and some of you will have the knowledge and the awareness that they can, but yet subconsciously they will continue to block it out, and that is their own path to walk, their own journey to adventure on. And so with this, as the vessel continues to have the reassurance, as we continue to give the awareness and the evidence of which the vessel is capable of, and many of you as well will come into this understanding, you will help anchor in this for others, and you will bring that awareness to them as well, and through their own choosing, after they remove these patterns, these beliefs, these systems to limit oneself, you then will see and feel and hear and know intuitively, as this vessel does quite often, that there is more than just the physical expression of who you are. And so just as you call upon us, we're speaking to the vessel, but also to others who are learning and growing through these times. As you call upon us, your highest self, your religious deities, your enlightened ones, your ascended masters, all of which you are connecting for your highest and greatest good, we would say that if you desire, you may connect with those who have passed, just like you do with us. Simply ask the vessel, as an example, Grandpa, Grandma, we would like to connect with you. Please allow me to develop this relationship as we have done in the physical, we would like to do in the non-physical. Please allow me to seek your guidance for my highest and greatest good. And they will step forward as we show the vessel now, the expression of which the loved ones step forward. You are then able to ask any question. And some of you will have it translate as the vessel has done for in the past, reaching out to those he has had connection with. Sometimes the vessel will feel the loved one step in, and the highest self would be a translator, if you will, and speak through to the vessel. Some of you will just simply hear or feel or know that the loved one is present, and you can ask and have that dialogue. In whatever fashion comes or presents itself to you, hone in that relationship, hone in that skill, hone in that understanding, bring in that awareness. Always seek as the individual to drop into your heart space, and with that you will be able to receive the expression of which you are trying to connect with through that honing in, or that awareness of the heart space. Do step out of your logical ego thinking mind and step into your heart space, and this will allow a greater connection to all of which you're connecting for your highest and greatest good. as of right now, that is all we wish to share. Is there anything else you have a question on? The vessel is seeking to know when the time will come for the full embodiment of the divinity that is each and every one of you. We would state at this time that the very essence of which you are is always present. And so if you tune in deeply, you take the time to be in balance, which we understand is easier said than done on the human level. But when you take the time to do this, the very nature of which you are has no other opportunity other than to shine through. And so we say this with reverence, as each and every one of you will come to this expression of the very nature of your divinity. And so, as we've stated before, rejoice in the journey. Understand you can bring this, all of which you wish to have or be, or the understanding of which you actually are, in your very now moment. So take those few moments to connect and tune into your heart center. Allow or release the ego, the logical mind, and tune in to your heart center. And as you do this, as you reflect inwardly, that of which you are will just simply shine through. We thank you for this connection. We thank you for the developing of our relationship and the expression of which you are to shine through. That is all for now.